perspective on history. Will you take one question on China? Your leader is very keen to talk about China. By the way, I wonder, why doesn't he face me anymore? Tell him, no? Arnab is challenging you. Face me. No, you tell your leader, one thing. That your party people, one second. You tell your leader, since you're a senior Congress leader, tell him one thing. That your Congress party people carried out an acid attack on Arnab and his wife in Mumbai. Your party leaders celebrated. You don't have to do all that. Have the courage to face me one-on-one. Questions, one-on-one. You convey the message. Now question to you. Tell me one thing. China. I feel you agree with me or not, Mr. Alvi, that the India-China war, the Nehru government chose to remain blissfully ignorant. In the 1950s, Chinese maps showed Aksai Chin as Chinese territory. Nehru did nothing. And your attitude has not changed. Why don't you reveal what is your arrangement with the Chinese? What is in the paper which your leader signed? Sonia Gandhi was standing there, your leader went and signed a paper facing, I think there was Xi Jinping or Chinese Communist Party there. Why are you keeping that paper a secret? Why don't you tell us? I want that paper, Mr. Alvi, please. I want an exclusive. I want that paper. The nation wants to see that paper. What was in the paper? Why is it so secret? What is the arrangement between you and the Chinese Communist Party? Please. Please reveal it. Don't you want to know what was signed there?
It appears as I am here to hear your speech. Allow me to speak.
No, it's a question.
Bhagat Singh, he was against...
I'm allowing you.
Okay, I'm coming to your question.
You heard my
now.
question.
Bhagat Singh was... I'm coming to your question also. Bhagat Singh was against the ideology of RSS. Bhagat Singh was against the ideology of all these people. And as far as your question is concerned, you tell me, you are a very educated person, what was the first budget in 1947 of the government of India? Please tell me. What was the budget? How much revenue this country had that time? Tell me. Tell me. You do not know, I tell you.
Just one second.
The total revenue of this country
No, one second. Mr. Alvi. Mr. Alvi, no. Hello. Mr. Alvi. Mr. Alvi, are you telling me that the Congress party, founded by a British man called A.O. Hume, is responsible for the wealth of India? How can you make a comment like that? You think you own the country? How do you make a claim to the country's revenue, sir? How do you make a claim to the country's revenue? It's the people's wealth, not a party's wealth. Please don't make a comment like that.
It is not the proper way to talk.
Yes?
Either allow me to talk.
What is the proper way to talk?
Allow me to answer your question.
What is the proper way to talk?
If you do not know the...
I'm asking you.
If you are unable to...
I want to ask you one more question.
If you are unable to... If you are... Listen to me first.
Yes.
If you do not know what was the total budget in 1947, it was only 197 crores. And 60% of the budget was spent on defense. It was the condition of India when China attacked on India. The total budget was. And 26 crores was the deficit in the budget. You are talking about China and 1962. Why are you not talking what China is doing today?
Tell me one thing. Mr. Alvi.
Why are you not discussing it?
Mr. Alvi, I'll tell you.
You are talking about 70 years back. What happened?
But Mr. Alvi,
you are not talking what happening now.
Mr. Alvi, no. Why should I? I'll talk about now. 1 second. I'll tell you. Okay. So I'll tell you. Mr. Alvi, just first of all, see, I'll tell you one thing. I'm talking to you. You are shouting at me. Why are you shouting at me? I'm talking to you. My question to you is this.
I am not shouting.
First,
I am not shouting.
You're getting excited. My question to you, Mr. Alvi, is,
I am not excited.
In April 2013, since you people are giving lectures on China nowadays, There were reports that the Chinese army went into Daulat Beg Oldi in Ladakh. Manmohan Singh was in power, you were in power, Sonia Gandhi was in power. What was your duty? You started pleading to the Chinese. Salman Khurshid, I think, was foreign minister at that time, right? He even tried to justify the response, saying the response should not be seen as timid or robust, or whether it is proportional. He was hiding behind English. Why were you so timid with the Chinese in 2013? Why? Why were you so timid? And having been timid, what is your right to lecture a government that is building infrastructure, building capacity that you did not for 60 years? And Mr. Alvi, I'm quite good at geostrategy. Please tell me. You were totally timid with the Chinese. You have a secret arrangement with the Chinese. You've signed some secret document with the Chinese. Why? Why don't you reveal the document? Now I'm asking you again, reveal the document. Give us I want the document, Mr. Alvi. I know that you will be able to give me access to it.
If there are, no, I do
What
not
is secret?
want to defend.
You're a national
just
party,
what
reveal
I'm
the
saying,
document.
if there are secret dealing, listen to me, if there are certain documents against the country, why the government of India is not arresting those people? They should be put behind the bars. Why are you talking on TV? If they have done anything wrong.
Why? So you are saying
Why Narendra Modi and Prime Minister
you are saying
doesn't take any action? Action should be taken. Actually, what is your problem? You just make false propaganda on your TV channel. If anybody has done anything wrong,
so I'm okay, Mr. Alvi, let me tell you,
Why
Mr. Alvi,
these people
Mr.
are not
Mr.
behind
Alvi,
the
Mr.
bars?
Alvi,
Always
let me tell you,
talk
let me tell
about
you,
documents,
let me tell you, Mr. Alvi,
we had certain
Mr. Alvi,
agreement
Mr.
with
Alvi,
China. What
Mr.
is
Alvi, Mr. Alvi, listen to me, first of
Be
all.
positive. Please
Okay,
talk
listen
about
to me. See, listen to me. First, will you convey to your leader, I want to face him face to face. Now listen to me. Tell me, your government signed,
Why should I
there's a
convey?
picture,
You should
and Xi
convey
Jinping
yourself.
was smiling in the background. Xi Jinping was smiling in the background. Sonia Gandhi was standing there. Why are you getting irritated? I'm telling you, 2008, you signed an MOU. Xi Jinping and Sonia Gandhi were standing there as witness. What is the problem? Why don't you declare? This is what we signed. This is the document. Put a sworn affidavit. Say, Arnab is a terrible person. He keeps asking questions. He is a real, pain for us. But even if you abuse me, but declare the document. Declare the deal with China. Declare it. I don't. You have it. It must be in some cupboard in the 24 Akbar Road. Reveal it. Reveal it. What is your MOU?
Those documents, go to the.
About?
Oh my God! If you have that.
I don't have. No, you must get it for me.
Those documents, go to police station, lodge FIR, and Narendra Modi.
No, I don't have the documents, and why
What
should
is
I
the
go to the
problem?
police? You declare.
There is rule of law.
Why don't you declare it? Why don't you declare it? Who's questioning rule of law? Who's questioning rule of law? Why don't you declare the document?
It is of no use to. I think. It is of no use to talk to you.
What is of no
be
use?
Positive. Talk nicely.
It is of no use.
Have
Why is it of no use?
properly.
Tell me one thing.
What is this?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking
accusing
you. Would the
from
emergency
day
happen
one-
if there was no Congress? Would the what the
what
Prime
are you
Minister has
asking?
said? Would the emergency? Prime Minister said, would the emergency happen if there was no Congress? Is the Prime Minister wrong there? Is he wrong? Would the Sikh riots happen if there was no Congress? Is he wrong?
Definitely.
Would 3,000 Sikhs be butchered?
Do you
Is
not
he wrong?
think?
Tell me.
Do you not
Tell
think?
me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Yeah. Tell
Do
me.
you not think? Do you not think Modi's regime is worse than emergency? This time, for last 8 years, he has.
So you're saying the
destroyed
emergency is
country.
better. So you are
It
trying
is
to,
Prime Minister
Mr. Dr.
Narendra Modi
Alvi,
used
you are.